Hi everyone, thanks for joining me and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and for my video today I'm going to be doing a comparison between two compact wallets, one by Chanel and one by Louis Vuitton. So I have been using both of these wallets for a while now. They are very similar, but I did want to show you the pros and cons of each one. The reason that I decided to do this is because I was really quite surprised at how different these wallets function, even though they essentially look like the same basic type of wallet. So I'm going to begin with the Chanel. So this is the timeless compact wallet. It comes in a lot of different materials. I know that it comes in the caviar leather. This one happens to be lambskin. And you can see it is embossed with the camellia pattern. It is bright green, and on the interior it has sort of this gold metallic colored leather on the inside of that. So this is not a newer model. I got this one pre-owned from Fashionphile, I believe. But I know that the actual design, the timeless compact wallet, has not changed really, and they are still available today in Chanel. So while you may not be able to get this particular one, you can certainly get one very much like it. On the other hand, I have my Louis Vuitton Victorine wallet. Here I have it in the damier ébène, which is one of my favorite monogram or patterns for the canvas. I personally like this one because I feel like it is the most durable. And it's a little bit understated. I know a lot of people love monogram, and I like that too, but for some reason my eye always goes to the ébène. So usually when I have the option, I will buy the damier ébène. This one has a red interior. This is red leather right here, and it also has the little red button right there. Now this was also pre-owned, also purchased from Fashionphile, and it did have a little bit of scratching on the button when I got it. That was not a big deal for me and I didn't mind, but that is something that will happen with the wear and tear on these wallets. But essentially they are very similar as far as the design goes, and you can see they're relatively similar in height and in the size. But if you look at them, you can see that the Chanel is actually a little bit taller, while the Louis Vuitton is actually a little bit wider. But you know, it's a very small difference as far as the size of the wallets go, and they're both considered compact wallets. All right, so I'm going to start with the Chanel. I have been using this one for probably 6 months. I purchased it from Fashionphile sometime back in February when I was dying for some nice color, and I saw this green and I couldn't resist it. So I was a little bit leery, knowing that it is lambskin, knowing that it is a light color, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to take really good care of it, so I did protect it with Carbon Pro. And surprisingly, looking at it, I really don't see that much wear and tear at all on it. Again, it was pre-owned, and it did come with a tiny little smudge down here under the trademark. And again, when you're getting something pre-owned, a lot of times, you know, it's not going to be in pristine condition, and that did really not bother me either. Okay, so if I compare these side by side, you're going to see that they both open up to your card slots. Okay, so you unsnap them and you open them up, and each one has compartments for card slots. So the Chanel's card slots, there are 3 on this side and there are 3 on that side. And if you're holding the wallet open like this, the card slots are vertical. And so the space or the area that you have to tuck your cards, your credit cards especially, in here is nice and big. So you can easily tuck these cards in. I had another one, I don't know what happened to it. But you can easily tuck the cards in without any sort of struggle or problem. And in fact, the slits haven't really stretched out very much. When you take everything out of the wallet, sometimes things will show obvious marks, but this does not really have any obvious marks. So I'm very happy with the way this has worn. So there's 3 card slots here, 3 card slots there, and then underneath the card slot area there's also a nice big pocket where you could put receipts or other things that you might have, extra cards, and there's also a space right here as well. I notice that I'm holding it upside down. I have a tendency to do that. I'm left-handed and I want to open everything to the left, so you have to forgive me on that. But this section also has a nice big bill compartment right there. Easy to get everything in and out. You never have to struggle because it opens up nice and wide. And again, inside here is a little bit of fabric, but it is also edged with this metallic-y colored leather. And then you have a simple snap right there with this little fold over tab. Occasionally I find it a little bit challenging to get the snap. Sometimes it will move around a little bit and you sort of have to play with it a little bit until you get the snap to go, but you can hear it close and it works pretty well. If the wallet is packed with a lot of stuff, it's easier. If the wallet is really skinny, it's not as easy. That is one of the tiny little issues that I have with the Chanel. On the opposite side, you have your interlocking CCs, and then this also has a snap, and it opens up for your change compartment right here, and it has a little accordion pleating on the side, so you can open up nice and large and look in there and see your coins and get them out very easily. I have no problems at all putting my fingers in there to get the coins out. So I carried this for a good 6 months. I'm very, very pleased with the way it's worn. Again, I did protect it with Carbon Pro, but I'm very much surprised that it does not have a lot of smudging or color transfer or anything like that. No scratches. I'm very, very happy with the way this has worn. Now, I was looking on my shelf one day and decided, gee, I really should be using my Victorine too, so I decided to switch out my wallet just for the heck of it. And I put everything from my Chanel into my Victorine, thinking that, you know, it was going to be an effortless switch. The configuration of the Victorine is very similar. You've got 3 card slots here, 3 card slots here, and then there's a space beneath on either side where you can stick extra cards or receipts. Now these card slots, as you may notice, are vertical, so the actual area that you have to stick the card in is going to be a little bit narrower. So I have found when I have 3 cards in here, especially credit cards because they're bumpy and they have the embossed numbers on them, that they are a little bit more difficult to get in there. So when you got 3, you're really going to be struggling with that. And so that is a distinct disadvantage with this Victorine wallet because the openings for the card slots are smaller. Even though the wallet was pre-owned, it really wasn't used very much, and so these card slots have not stretched out very much. And maybe in the future, you know, after using it for a few more months and pulling out the cards, in and out of the cards, it might get a little bit easier, but I was actually quite surprised at how difficult it was. The other day I was getting my nails done and I went to reach for my card to pay, and I was being cautious because my nails were just done and I couldn't get my card out, and I thought, well, this is silly. Why is it so difficult to get the card out? But it actually is a bit more of a struggle in this wallet. The bill compartment is nice and big and roomy, just like in the Chanel, so that is not a problem. And you do have a coin area, which is on the side right here with a zipper. So while this one snaps closed and opens up nice and big, this one has a zipper with this cute little leather tab on it. I didn't really think anything of it because I thought, what's the difference between a zipper or a snap? But in reality, I found the other day, because I was trying to get change out of my wallet when I was paying for something at the grocery store, and I was looking for a dime, and first of all, the compartment is a lot smaller. It doesn't open up in the accordion way like the Chanel does. Let me try to show you side by side. And next, it's a little bit dark because of the red leather, and then I could barely get my fingers inside there to find the dime that I was looking for, and I must have been struggling for, you know, a minute or two trying to get this silly dime out, and eventually I just told the guy to just give me the change without the actual dime. So I was very surprised at how frustrating it was to try and access this coin pocket. So those are 2 things with the Louis Vuitton Victorine that I noticed because I was using it. When I put everything together, when I first got the wallet, I was very happy. Everything fit and it's nice and compact. But after using the Chanel for a number of months now, and finding it very, very easy to get in and out of everything, I was really surprised at how much more difficult it was to get into the Victorine, especially the coin purse, and especially taking those cards in and out of these slots here. So now, if you are someone who is debating and trying to decide whether or not you want to buy a Chanel wallet, which of course is going to be more money than the Louis Vuitton wallet in general, then I have to say that for me, for those reasons that I just mentioned, the Chanel is actually much more user-friendly than the Victorine. Now, I am hoping that as it starts to give a little bit and I wear it a little bit, that everything's going to stretch out just a little bit and it's going to get a little more easy for me to access it. I am not unhappy with the Victorine, and if I hadn't had all the nice experiences with the Chanel, I probably would be thrilled with this wallet. But just those little details of the card slots being horizontal instead of vertical, and the coin purse being so tiny and so difficult to get in and out of, I definitely would have to say that if you are debating between these two styles of wallets, Chanel versus Louis Vuitton, I would absolutely say that for me, the Chanel just works better. It's just a little bit more thoughtfully designed with a little bit better function than the Louis Vuitton. So that is my opinion on these wallets. Of course, I just want to help you out there and let you know what I think after I've used them for quite a while. So that's it for my video today. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you back again. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed already. And I will see you in my next video. Take care.